CNN's chief White House correspondent, Jim Acosta, along with other colleagues. In it, Acosta says Americans are too clueless to see that Trump's feisty bond with the press is fake and that Trump's act will only encourage violence on people like Jim. Hence these solemn pictures, which make Jim look like hunted prey. They seem to say, here I am, out here risking my life for you to battle the great Satan Trump. Here's what he said.
People around the country don't know it's an act. They're not in on the act, and they take what he says seriously, and they take attacks from Sean Spicer and Sarah Sanders and what they do to us on a daily basis very seriously. They don't have all their faculties in some cases. Their elevator might not hit all floors. My concern is that that a journalist is going to be hurt one of these days.
Faculties. So Trump might trigger crazy Americans to go after him or Jim or others. Fair enough. Jim, feels a little like projection. You seem kind of angry yourself. Could you be a hazard to the American public? I wouldn't cut you off in traffic. Anyway, while it's true unstable people do exist, Jim misses the point that we all get. Trump creates chaos and friction from which to negotiate. He knows that he's outgunned by the media. They have all the ink. Plus, there's the bias that drips with disdainful superiority, what Jim reflects daily. So this act is something everyone wishes they could do to correct the imbalance. But ultimately, Trump treats the media the same way he treats North Korea, Iran, even Republicans. So, Jim, you're no special case. He's doing it to everyone. You just have to have the faculties to see it. And you have to be calm and professional enough to deal with it. But maybe your elevator can't reach a floor where that's possible. So we ran that tape to show you that we weren't taking his words out of context. And we're going to even I'm going to read his response on Twitter. This is Jim Acosta, or Che Acosta, as I like to call him. Regarding my interview with Variety, my comments have been twisted by some outlets. As you can plainly see, I'm not referring to Trump supporters. I'm talking about people who threaten journalists. Links to transcript and video below. Interesting. Kimberly, thoughts on this?
That was quite a dance move, a little bit of the Macarena with the electric slide thrown in, with a little bit of moonwalking. Because he's like, I better push this back. Because people are like, what? Because you don't want to do what Hillary Clinton did and people then take it the wrong, you have to speak your opinion. But then if you start to insult voters or clinging to guns and religion, or you're saying that, that this is, the men and women of America can't make up their own minds. People don't like to be told they can't have their opinion or their thoughts, and for you to question their motivation or their intelligence or their understanding of the situation. Now, that being said, I like the way that was shot. It was set up nice from a production standpoint. It was almost like, okay, what is this? The news and the bold and the beautiful, whatever, I don't know. It was kind of dreamy or something. I don't know what it was. Dreamscape?
I enjoyed it.
Looked like our promo.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It was. Same people did it. So, Juan, I actually I get the point about external threats by unstable weirdos. We all face that, but, he's not in Vietnam. He's in the White House press corps. This is his job. And, of course, when we do the five, we get crazy people, too.
Yes,
only one or two.
But I'm listening to you.
And they're from MSNBC.
But if you're saying that, and imagine that you're Jim Acosta and you are CNN, and you're the ones that are being pile-driven by the president and his Twitter feed and all that, and you're asking really tough. The other day he asked the question about DACA at the Easter egg roll, and he said everybody on the right went crazy. Or April Ryan saying that she now has police law enforcement on speed dial. She gets threats for asking. The other day she asked Sarah Huckabee Sanders if Trump was thinking about quitting, and that set off. So
doesn't everybody have that on speed dial?
Okay, so if you're having that experience, can't you understand why Jim Acosta might say there are people who are unhinged?
Well, I think that's what he tried to say to justify what he was saying before.
No, I think that's what he said.
He was saying everybody's too stupid that they don't get the act.
Well, I would say that the guy that shot up a congressional Republican police game,